Good day, everyone. Good day. I hope you're doing well. Just plugging in. Just plugging in the mic here. Good day. Happy Friday, everyone. I am excited because you know what today is? Today we start our 7-day dopamine detox. So, let's get ready to go, y'all. Let's get ready to go. I'm going to give you some tips on what you can do during this detox from dopamine and some of the things that you cannot do if you choose. If you choose. All right? All right, y'all. Let's go. So, welcome to Morning Sip with Reb Melissa. I am Reb Melissa. SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. So, what are we practicing for the next 7 days? Say cool. Let's go. What are we practicing? We are practicing what we are paying attention to and what we are pursuing. And we are using our natural neurotransmitter, dopamine, to assist us in that by participating in a 7-day dopamine detox. That is the practice. So this week we've been talking about mode of passion, which is part of the 3 modes of nature according to the Gita. The 3 modes of nature are goodness, passion, and ignorance. We've been focusing on passion this week. And yesterday, although the show was pre-recorded, you saw how hype I was that the New York Knicks won after being down 29 points, taking the lead with minutes to go and winning the game in seconds. With seconds to go, they won the game. And you can imagine the adrenaline and the dopamine that they were producing to perform at such a high level, but also the dopamine is not just about feeling good, because most people think the dopamine is the feel good chemical, which it is, but more importantly, it is the pay attention and pursue this chemical. And so that's what we're going to do with a more conscious awareness for these next 7 days. So we're starting tonight. And before I get to what we're going to do tonight, I want to share a couple of things with you. So, to recap a little bit this week, the mode of passion that the Knicks demonstrated are to never give up, to recognize that you are the source of your time. You are the source of your time. So don't give up. Don't give up. Don't believe the appearance. Yeah, the Spurs were down by 29 points. As a matter of fact, the Spurs led most of the game. 99.9% of the game, the Spurs were in the lead. But that 0.001% was all the Knicks needed, right? So don't believe the appearance. Everything is created in the invisible realm. Do what is yours to do. So we have our part, and the universe will play its part. And lastly, we need each other, right? There wasn't just one guy running up and down the court getting 7 points. No, it was a whole team that had to rally together and create that win. So the same applies to our lives. The same applies to our lives. So over these next 7 days, we are choosing presence over stimulation. We are choosing presence over stimulation. Okay? So these are some of the benefits: increased focus and concentration, greater mental clarity, improved emotional regulation, better sleep, increased productivity, more presence in relationships, renewed appreciation for the simple things of life, reduction in your compulsion with the phone and social media use, and greater connection to your spiritual practices and your inner wisdom. So, here are some of the boundaries we are establishing for ourselves during these next 7 days, starting tonight. Turn off all non-essential notifications on your cell phone. So these are our digital boundaries. Limit the amount of time throughout the day you check your email. There's no need for most of us to constantly check our emails. Turn off the new email notification. I've done that years ago. So limit how many times a day you check your email. This is really important. Leave your phone in another room when you're doing these several things. Leave your phone in another room when you're in the bathroom. The percentage of people who take their phone in the bathroom with them and use it while they're in the bathroom on the toilet is ridiculous. So leave your phone out of the bathroom. Leave your phone in another room while you're eating. Stop checking your phone while you're eating. Stop being on the phone while you're eating. Be present to this beautiful temple, right? What are you putting into your body? How are you going to help the digestion process go more smoothly? So especially if you're having a meal with other people, everybody off the phones. Everybody off the phones. Also, when you're working and you need to really focus, put the phone in another room. Set a timer on something else. You could set a timer on the phone and then put it in another room. Give yourself a good 90 minutes to focus on whatever task you are doing. Take a break every half hour or so just to get up and stretch your body and then focus back. Okay? Now, this might be a huge leap for some of us. Out of these 7 days, I am inviting you. I am so hot, I'm sweating. Over these 7 days, I'm inviting you to designate one day out of these 7 for no social media. No social media. I got to turn on the fan, y'all. Hold on. Whew. All right. It's getting toasty up in here. All right. No social media for one day. Just one day out of the 7. And tonight, when we start, no phone for at least no phone a half an hour before you go to bed. At least a half an hour, preferably 1 hour. 1 hour before you go to bed, no phone. Now, I know, y'all, what's going to happen? Oh, I wonder what the weather is tomorrow. Oh, let me check my schedule for this event that's happening next month. Oh, did I respond to that text mail, that text message, that email? All this stuff is going to come flooding in right before you go to bed, right when you say to yourself, okay, half hour before bedtime, no more phone. All this stuff is going to come pouring in to tempt you to pick up that phone. And it might feel really, really challenging not to. But you can do this. Instead, pick up something else. Pick up a book. Instead, do an evening meditation. But find something that you can do to take the place of picking up your phone before you go to bed. We need to replace things. When we start to eliminate, we need to replace. So you figure out what works best for you. What works best for me is I write. I'll write what I'm grateful for throughout the day. I'll write a question that I need guidance about. But you find what works for you. Yes, Sekou's asking, can I read books from my phone? Yes, if that is the only device you have, yes, you can read books from your phone before you go to bed. But be aware, give yourself a good talking to that the only thing you're doing is reading the book. That's the only thing you're doing. Shay says, a whole day, dag, I got issues. Okay, Shay, I think that's in response to designating one day for a no social media day. Mm-hmm. Yes, girl, we all got issues and we're all in this together. Okay. Shay says, hey, girl, ironic. My Facebook is being weird and it's freaking me out. The phone is my only vice. I'm definitely addicted. And we are supporting each other by taking a moment by moment decision to detox ourselves from the hits, those dopamine hits that we get by picking up that phone. So we've only talked about the digital barriers that we are putting into place. So now let's talk about reconnecting with just some simple things. So these are all suggestions, right? Pick one or two, or just one, or come up with something that works for you. Take a 20-minute walk without headphones, without listening to anything. I'm telling you, this practice has transformed my ability to really listen in, to take in the information that nature is giving us. 20-minute walk, no headphones, no talking on the phone, just being present. Just observe nature. Talk to a tree. Y'all know that's one of my favorite things to do. Instead of strolling, journal. If you've been wanting to write a book, start something that you have been putting off, whatever that might be. Practice meditation and prayer, always helpful. How about we watch the sunset or the sunrise? How about that? So just little things that also give us that boost, but in a healthy way and in a measured way. Let's see what else I want to say. So you can incorporate into your spiritual practices that you're already doing by being grateful that today I am reducing my connection, my addiction to my phone, to binging, to whatever it may be that's giving you those dopamine hits. Incorporate spending 5 minutes in silence, 1 minute in silence, 30 seconds in silence, but choose to just be in the silence in a very conscious and deliberate way. And ask yourself throughout the day, what is seeking my attention now? What is it that I am to focus on now? In those moments when you go to grab the phone as a distraction or a delay from what you are to be doing, ask yourself that question. Wait a minute. What needs my attention right now? What have I been putting off? Imagine if we use the hours in the day that we spend on our smartphone or binging shows or whatever else we do to distract ourselves. Imagine if we use those hours towards the desires of our heart. What a day that would be. What a day that would be. So, like I said, pick 1 or 2 things, take baby steps, start tonight with simply not picking up your phone at least a half an hour before you go to bed. And Sekou, I'm going to take back what I said about reading a book on your phone. Not before you go to bed. You have real books, right? Or a pamphlet or something else you can read that's not on your phone, because we're not ready, y'all. The temptation is too great to pick up our phone and just read a book. The temptation is too great. A notification pops in or something, right? So no, no reading your book on your phone before you go to bed. I have to put my foot down. Sorry, Sekou. Gotta put my foot down. We're in our baby stages right now with this. Okay? So that is what we get to do. And next week, I will check in with you. You could send me a text or send me a direct message. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you're doing in place of picking up your phone. Let us be more fully engaged with ourselves and with others, even if it's our pets. Let's be present with our pets, y'all. They need our love and attention too. Because remember, it might feel good, but you put yourself on a roller coaster ride, right? It's about paying attention with your intention and what you are pursuing, right? What is bringing you joy and peace of mind? So let's start tonight. Let me know, y'all. Let me know how it's going. All right. So let me check in with y'all one last time, and then I'll share some joy news. Yes, Shay, working on non-attachment to this device that was designed for attachment, for addiction, designed for it. So I know how challenging it is. And Sekou said, no. That's right, Sekou. No reading books from your phone at night before you go to bed. Because we ain't there yet. All right, y'all. I'm excited. For the company. Our 7-day dopamine detox starts tonight. Before we go to bed, no phone. Focus on you. Focus on just unraveling the day. Just get yourself in a place of reflection and appreciation. Yes, for this wonderful life that you are creating. All right. So let's get into some joy news. So I have one thing that I want to highlight today. Well, I guess I have two things. I got to have two things because tomorrow, y'all know what happens tomorrow? All right, y'all. If y'all don't know, then you're not really into the basketball of things. And you see, I usually have my banners and everything in purple because that's my favorite color. But until this NBA series is over, the finals is over, it's going to be in orange for the Knicks. So let's go, Knicks. Tomorrow is game 5. And many people are saying Knicks in 5 is 3-1. They just need one more game to win to be the champions, The first time since 1973, y'all. It's about time. So let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. And then on Sunday, we could celebrate the Knicks win at our Sunday celebration service. We are virtual this Sunday. We are in our June theme, Higher, Deeper Love. And I will be speaking to I was made for loving you. I was made for loving you. We have a wonderful service. Join us via Zoom or live streaming on Facebook. All right? All right, y'all. Have a wonderful today. Know that I love you. I appreciate you. We are in this 7-day dopamine detox together. Also, lean into your quality. Lean into your quality as you go through this 7-day dopamine detox. Affirm your quality that you have made a commitment to experiencing, embodying, and expressing more fully this year, especially now. When? Now. All right. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.